Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And we're once again going to take a look at Diablo. We've done this now for this entire meta, which I think is the first time I've done this in a long time. Dedicated videos in Valor Cup for all of the meta characters. Because we did Soka and Soe together. Soka's good. Soe, he's not that great in Valor Cup because of his EX buff being heavily nerfed easily by people who remove your alt gauge. Lumi can be fun for like a turn 2 kind of strategy if you just want to farm. And now we have Diablo, who can probably do both. Because while I'm not a big fan of his Orb Steel kit, like if we need to use it in Valor Cup, it's probably going to work. And then his Space Plus and his AoE damage means that with the AoE kind of gimmick from Lumi, we can do a lot of damage with 25 points and the Space Plus buff. So that's what I kind of want to see here. Is I think he can play into the whole turn 2 kind of gimmick, being a triple orb stealer and a personal buffing character who can play into the AoE. But also I think he could just be a very strong nuking character as well, because he's a nuking character with a personal buff. And I think that'll work out very, very well. So let's go ahead and move him into Valor Cup. We're going to run this Schemer team that we've got, plus Shuna, because she's just far superior Soe. So this should work. We're going to go with like the turn 2 strat first and see how that goes. We'll have to like move Lumi away and bring one of these other characters in when we want to actually Orb Steal, but also I don't really think we need to Orb Steal because we can just do the rainbows, but it could go either way. So let's just try it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and just send these 2 green orbs here. That'll give us 49 points, and then the 30 plus from Shuna plus the 40 from Blanc means that we'll have quite a bit. And we've got 3 Diablo orbs, which is fantastic. So 79, let's go ahead and steal. Let's do the AoE gimmick. Boom, right, we didn't steal the Lumi orb because we talked about that and it didn't work out very well now, did we? Alright, well, you get out of here. Let's do the extra 40 points. That gives us 69 points. So, let's just go ahead and... I guess we could rainbow it. Like, we got the points. We cannot really truly be affected by the failure of an orb steal. But let's go ahead and give him the AoE buff and the Space Plus. And since now all these orbs are AoEs, it's going to be a multiplicative damage buff on every single orb, which means that the multi-hits are going to do a lot more damage, plus the main hit. And he should probably be able to wipe fairly easily? Quote-unquote? Alright, that's nothing, but him... I mean... Yeah, that's the only buff he has. But, yeah, everything's dead. And we only used one 25-point buff. Like, everything else was a steal or an orb change or something, or the gimmick. Like, we didn't have 100% synergy power, or like a 50% physical buff. Like, that was just Diablo's skill. So if we were to bring in another character who could buff him for 25 points, he could do even more damage. So let's do that. Okay, we swapped out Soka because we don't have enough points to use her 50-point buff. But we can bring Exalted Champion Guy because he gives 40% synergy power and synergy rate to Primal Demon allies, which this Diablo is a Primal Demon. So if now when we actually play it right and I move Lumi away before using the Orb Steal, we can get a full 6-hand of Diablos with the multi-hit with this personal buff, plus 40% synergy power. And now that, like, almost 10,000 damage he was doing a hit is going to be even higher. So, this should go pretty well. And he will totally 100% wipe this team out now. Alright, that's not a big deal. This is a fairly weak team. Even if they don't... I don't know if they're going to hit him. Oh, they did. Alright, well, look at that. But we're fine. So, now let's use the Lumi gimmick. Okay, cool. Get out. We'll bring Blanc in for her 40 points. That's kind of important. If you want to run like this specific team setup and you want to run this damage kind of support. But let's go ahead and now steal, now that no one on is light, And then we have enough points to use his personal buff and then the guy buff. So full steal, boom, his buff, and then synergy power. And so now Diablo, 6 Hand of Orbs, the Space Plus buff, the AOE buff, and now the synergy power. And his 10k per orb is probably going to go up to like 15k or something, or higher. And he's really going to wipe everybody out. 19k. 24k. 20k. Yeah, goodbye. Have a good day. Bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. That's a good farming team. Okay, we do have to swap people in and out, but it can... I mean, technically we don't really have to, because we could kill fairly easily with just his buff. But yeah, that is very strong, and you don't have to use the synergy buff. If there's another 25-point skill that you can use that can help Diablo do more damage, then yeah, that'll certainly work. Hey, cool, we ranked up to Master. But hey, I mean, that's pretty good. So, now that we've seen what a turn 2 Diablo can do, let's see what his nuke can do with the Soka buff, because that's 100% synergy power. So let's go back to that team, and let's just go an extra turn, make sure we have those points, and then we can do some funny things. Alright, so let's do this like a normal 3-turn big-time nuke team would run. So, send these 2 orbs. We just want to keep the 3 Diablos so we can get the maximum power. We don't need the rainbow, like, Rimuru, because we've got Violet here. We didn't swap anybody in, which means that we didn't, like, properly seal people. Not that big of a, kind of a disadvantage, though. So let's go ahead and just yoink those. We're not going to use the Lumi gimmick, because we don't need to. We just want to get maximum gauge. So, the steel, the rainbow, yeah, we didn't get the 6 again, I know, but honestly, it's not going to matter, because we're just going to use Blanc. We're going to get the 40 points, we're going to get the massive increase in damage, and let's just... Who's in the back? Is anyone going to spoil our fun? Lumi would spoil our fun. Well, attack skills are sealed. Yeah, we kind of don't want that for Diablo. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully I don't do too much damage to them. 1, 2. Alright, that's good. The counter is not really that great, but... Alright, so this should either kill or weaken this Rimuru enough to get swapped out. Alright, it'll swap him out, probably. Or not. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, he lowered our... Damn it. I totally forgot Diablo did that. Alright, well, we should have swapped him out. Yeah, you're a bitch. Okay. Well, we're just going to do it anyways, and then we'll come back again. So let's do the personal buff. Let's do the big time buff. And then we'll have enough points to do the Ahsoka buff as well. And then we could use Shuna to put the physical resistance down. And since Diablo is also physical, he's going to do a butt ton of damage here. And we're going to make up for removing our ult by doing still a butt ton of damage. And it doesn't really matter if we don't have an EX ult. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he does... I guess we can watch it. This is his video, right? He's going to do way too much damage, even with a normal ult. He's got the personal buff, he's got the 100% synergy, he's got the double damage increase from Blanc, we've got the physical down. He did 1.3 million damage without an EX ult. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, get out of here. Get out. So he would have done over 3 million damage with the EX. Which I do want to see, so we're going to do this again. Okay, does anyone have an annoying trait here? Blues, greens, greens. I mean, the hero is here. It's not terrible, though. Alright, so we don't have to worry about our ult gauge being taken away or our attack skills being sealed. Let's just go ahead and send these 2 orbs, and we'll try and get the full power nuke now. As my cat plays with the squeaky toy. Which I don't think you guys can hear. Alright, took some damage. Not great. Let's do the rainbow, the steel, and then the buff. We didn't steal fully again because I keep leaving Lumi up front. I should probably just remove her if I'm going to do this team, or put her in the back. Because we're actually not using her for nuking now. So she can just go away, probably. Alright, so orange buff. We should still get the EX ult here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, perfect. Hopefully he doesn't die. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, come on. Okay, that's fine. Mirren doesn't do that much damage, but well, she has type advantage. Doesn't matter. Alright, so there we go. The EX ult, 180 points. We're looking good now. So let's do the big time buff here. Let's do the personal buff. Will this allow us to do anything else? It goes 85 points. No, okay, so there's no real use in doing that. So then we'll just bring Soka in, and we'll do our 3-something million damage, and then we'll probably call that a video and say that, yeah, as a AoE nuking character in Valor Cup, he's going to work very, very well. Who would have thunk? Most AoE nuking characters are good in Valor Cup. Like, you'd have to actually be kind of terrible to not be good at this. Alright. And, I mean, we could use Shuna twice to heal Diablo, but it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Also remember that if we had, for some reason, enough points to use his Orb Steal, we would take everybody, but we would lose his ult. So, not super useful there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now he does, yeah, 3.4 million damage. And then type neutral, he did less than that. And then Blanc comes in and murders. So, yeah, he's pretty good in Valor Cup. Do I recommend you pull for him just solely because of this? No, you kind of need to have some other units around him. But he will work. If you did pull him off of Koban or your random one multi that you did because you lack self-control, yeah, Valor Cup he's going to excel in. But let me know what you guys think. That's it from me. Take it easy, and I will see you all later.